Good morning, everyone, and welcome to DJ Ian. Yes, I'm sorry about yesterday. I wasn't well at all. I got an upset stomach. I felt sick, so yeah, I didn't feel very well at all yesterday. Still not 100% today, but I'm okay. Hiya, Choppers. How are you? Yeah, I weren't very well at all yesterday. I mean, as you can see today, I'm still a little bit pale, but I do feel a bit better than I did yesterday. So it's all right. I've just noticed I've got a bruise on the back of my hand, but that's nothing fresh. So how is everyone today? Are you okay? I saw you. Your vlog from your dad's, I'm assuming, Choppers. With a doggy on your lap. Yeah. I assumed you were at your dad's place. I did watch the Too Much Holidays, I reckon. Well, I think it must be a shock to the system coming back. I think that's what it is. I think we need to go back there. We're fine until we come back. But hi, Obama chick, how are you? Yeah, I do suffer sometimes with what we call IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So at the moment I've just got the stomach cramps, but I'm okay. Oh, okay then. Yeah. Yeah, I do suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, which is basically, you know, what they call irritable bowel syndrome. So I'm not going into too much detail, but yeah, but I've just got the cramps at the moment, which basically feels like you've got wind, if you know what I mean. But they are like stomach cramps, but they go in waves and they soon go off. So yeah, it's bearable at the moment. So yes, and I do appreciate people, sending me messages asking how I were. So yes, I do appreciate it very much. Hi, Vicky, how are you? I don't know whether Bossman will be around today. I did see a video that he put up this morning that he's not doing any live streams. He's not well either. So I have sent you an invitation, Vicky. Morning, Vicky.
Morning.
How are you? How are you?
I'm all right. Doing all right.
I'm better than I were yesterday. I've just got the stomach cramps at the moment, but they're like coming waves. I'm just explaining I do suffer with irritable bowel syndrome, so that might have been it. But the thing about it was as well, I was stumbling about like I was drunk. I kept going ever so dizzy and,
Sorry. My mom gets that way when she has a bladder infection. She goes all kind of nutty a little bit. Worse than what she usually is. Like, I hate to say that way, but that's what just worse than what she usually is. So, yeah.
Jasper, my dad's dog is barking at him because he has pizza. Not good for a dog, pizza. But yeah, I woke up. I felt shocking. I mean, obviously it was first day back at school. I was undecided whether or not to go back to bed, and I thought, well, there's no way that I'm going to get back to sleep feeling like this. I felt sick. I kept feeling dizzy. Just felt, ugh. So basically, I mean, same as I said, I mean, I do suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, and it's a case of sometimes anybody that knows that suffers with it, sometimes it goes like from one extreme to the other. You can get constipated, and then on the other extreme you get diarrhea.
Yeah, but it's painful. It is.
Yeah,
Have it. Yeah,
but I mean, it's like this morning. I've had terrible stomach cramps. Like, let's compare it to labour pains.
Yep.
But it comes in waves, and then you sort of like getting in. But it will like going right from my stomach right through to my back.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like it's backed up gas.
Yeah,
is I think basically what it is, but still, it's very painful. It's a pain of where you rather just curl up in a ball and that's it. You know.
well, that's it. That's it. Same as I say, the only thing I did yesterday, I lay on the sofa. I've got a dressing gown down here. I just lay on the sofa, cover myself over with my dressing gown, and just lay on the sofa practically all day.
Yeah.
He isn't getting any, but he thinks he does.
Hi, Ian.
But yeah, I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. It's just like the cramps at the moment.
Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah. I do look a bit on the pasty side because
yeah. Well, good thing the lighting doesn't show it.
but yeah, I feel a lot better. I don't feel sick this morning. I haven't had the dizziness, but I'm still getting the cramps.
Oh boy.
I mean, people compare it to, it feels like you're getting punched in the stomach, and then, it's hard to describe.
Yeah, it's not.
To anybody that don't suffer with it, it's hard to describe.
Yeah, it is. It's painful. But anyway.
Ian says he's going to private hang out you. But you see, the thing is, I mean, like people putting messages on. I did put like a message in the group saying that I wouldn't be here. So
yeah,
I
think yesterday was a crappy day for everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to say I noticed Adam had put a video up this morning about not doing any live streams till Friday.
Yeah.
Obviously, the electric shock.
Well, the way he explained it was he didn't get shocked. It was the initial freak. His mom was there, but the whole initial situation of what happened, he almost got shocked. So, trying to.
But I mean, not meaning any puns, but it is like a shock to the system. How lucky he was, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
I Crimson, but yeah, I mean, it's it were really, really lucky.
Yeah.
Put too fine a point on it, but yeah, I mean, I want to like to have thought it were me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God it wasn't one of us. Something going on with my charger cord this morning.
That's
fine. I don't get it.
Are we on the ball?
Well, it's my phone charger is not actually charging. So my phone is dead. So I can't see the chat right now. So I don't understand what's going on.
Mustang says what happened to Adam. Well, he had the electrician over the weekend, and it went in the cupboard for something on Sunday, and there were two wires dangling, and basically it blew a hole in the gas pipe. So he is very lucky.
He was trying to move them out of the way, is what he was doing. Yeah, he's trying to side, and they connected, and that was it with the gas pipe and everything else. So yeah, poor guy, I tell you. But he's still feeling crappy. And then Emily had a rough night too, because she went to the doctor and found out that the wrist, she fractured it.
Well, everybody kept telling her to go to the hospital, to go to the doctors.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and then she told her mom, and yeah, that fell apart. So then William got in a little bit of a spat with his sister. So yeah.
Yeah, I did see his Hiya, Dennis. I did see the thing in the group. You know, I mean, not sort of.
Yeah.
You know.
And then got in a fight with Sean. So yeah, it was just a banner night for all of us.
But it must have been one of them days yesterday, because them, as I say, I actually went in the bath thinking I could make myself feel better by going in the bath.
It didn't work.
No. No, it didn't work. And it were like I was in the bedroom trying to get dressed, but I kept falling down back onto the bed. That's what I mean by feeling dizzy. And it was just like, hi, Mary. It was just like I couldn't walk properly. I don't know whether it had, you know, my balance were all out of sync or not. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or the fact that I felt sick. I wasn't actually sick, but it was just like this. I don't know. I can't really explain. Like feeling like I wanted to vomit, but not, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. I totally hear you. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to figure out this stupid thing.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
So I mean, Chris. I mean, like, I mean, this is no word of a lie. Chris actually came over on the little sofa last night about 9 o'clock to watch some TV with me, which he never does.
Aww.
And it were away with fairies, that went 9 o'clock. And then sort of, I turned the television off about 9:45. And obviously, you know, it must have disturbed him. Me actually turning the television off. Hi, Azy, how are you? And he says, has Callum gone to bed already? I says, yeah. I says, I did say good night and give you a kiss and everything.
He's like, what?
You know what I mean? So he half expected I, Lucy, going to bed and not being able to get to sleep, but the minute like right, he went,
yeah.
You know, because he'd sort of like had nearly an hour on the sofa. I mean, not intentionally. He were watching the telly, and you know as well as I do, sometimes when you sat watching the telly, it sends you to sleep.
Yeah, I had the same thing when I'm watching videos sometimes, trying to catch up on my watch time and stuff like that. I ended up falling asleep halfway through.
But yeah, I mean, he must have. Some, as I say, I think it's basically because he started to back to work on Monday, and it's such a shock to the system after having 2 weeks off. And it is quite a demanding physical job, if you know what I mean. And I think because he's been off for 2 weeks, and it's sort of, I mean, to put no finer point on it, I mean, as I told you, his partner, well, his colleague, he lost his mother-in-law while we were in Isle of Wight. Right, so basically, he had last week off as well.
No.
So basically, there's only them two in the whole of Sheffield, apart from this part-timer that they've set on. And so when he went on Monday, he says everywhere we're like, right, shit holes, basically. You know what I mean? So he's had all that to contend with, and they've had to catch up. And you know, he says to me other day, he says, I'm getting ready for everybody saying, oh, there's been nobody to clean, blah, blah, blah. And same as Chris, as he says, all I'm going to say to him is, look, I've not been off all year. I've saved my holidays. I've had 2 weeks off. You know, it's nothing to do with me. If you've got complaint at management.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm only the monkey, not the organ grinder. But yeah, You know, he says, I'm just, you know, he was sort of in that sort of mood where, you know, if anybody says anything to me, I'll say, well, don't complain to me.
Yeah.
Get onto the company, not me.
Yeah.
I've had two weeks holidays, which I'm entitled to do.
Yeah. He wasn't even in the he wasn't even in the county for the first week anyway.
Well, this is it. This is it. And same as he says, he's not had any holiday all year. He's saved them up. He's had like bank holidays off, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he says, I saved my holidays for that purpose, so I could have a week after we came back.
Yeah. Hi, Emily. Emily. Yep. Clapping on the hand there, Emily.
And it's that look.
Yep, exactly. Oy.
So consider yourself told off. Everybody were telling you to go to the doctors or the hospital.
Yep. I said to her, I was honest with her though. I said, I feel bad, but I don't.
Vicky's just told me that you fractured your wrist. So this is the death day because everybody told you to go and get it sorted out.
Yeah, everybody knew.
She's put oopsies. You'll get oopsies.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a good giggle yesterday though, but yeah, it was just, you know what, like I think yesterday must have been a full moon or something because bad mood.
It was a bad day for everybody.
Well, because Sean, he pissed me off by the fact that you know, he got $100 from his brother for cleaning his apartment, and I got a bag of chips out of it.
Oh, whoopsies do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then yesterday he goes and he helped me out yesterday. He took Austin to school for the first day, right, to make sure he got to high school and figured it out on his own. And then he went and met him at the bus. And I guess he went and sold a bunch of his video games yesterday and got like $40 for them. And he bought a pizza. And then Austin, I guess, had some kid at school had bought him lunch. So Austin brought me home just like a little less than half the container. So I finished it. And it wasn't a lot, right? But Sean gives 2 slices. Okay, you got to figure it's a extra large pizza. Okay.
Yeah.
Give Carter 2 slices, Austin 2 slices, and doesn't give me any. And I went, don't I get a slice? And he goes, well, you have that. And I went, and? I said, I'm hungry. I said, I haven't eaten much all day, whatever else, right? Like, whatever. And he goes, oh, well, I thought that would be enough. And then he says, fine, here, have 1 slice. It was this thin. Okay. And then he says, well, I paid for it. And I went,
so who pays to put food on his table then?
I said, I'll remember that next time I go grocery shopping. That's exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it talk about bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah. So I was quite pissed off with him, and I voiced it too. I was sitting on the chat with Adam and Will and Emily, and I'm sitting there and I'm just mouthing off to him, of course. Yeah. So I was like really pissed off. Yeah. But then I said that Adam didn't hear the conversation. So when he came back, he's like, well, what happened? So I told him, and he reacted the exact same way.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, it's one of these scenarios. If I've got something, I share it, which you would expect others to do.
Exactly.
You know. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not feeling as bad as I did yesterday, Emily. I've just got stomach cramps at the moment. I think I put it down to my IBS flaring up because, some as I say, I felt sick, I felt dizzy. I'm sorry if I keep explaining myself, but, you know, I felt sick, I felt dizzy. I just lay down on the sofa all day. But I don't feel sick or anything today, but I've still like got the stomach cramps, if that makes any sense. But that I can live with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it like comes in waves, it comes and goes. So I mean, that I can live with.
Yeah.
It was just like the feeling sick and everything. Yeah, I think we're all in that same situation, Emily. I mean, it sounds like it were a bad day for everyone yesterday.
Yeah. I said that to her. I said, wasn't everybody, I said, I ended the conversation yesterday because we were just messaging back and forth. And I said, look, I said, I'm going to bed. I said, I'm going to bed early, which I did. Believe it or not, I was in bed before midnight. And I said, tomorrow's a new day. Let's have a good day tomorrow. So we'll see.
Yeah. Dennis says Emma won't be on today. She's not feeling well, so it seems like it's doing the rounds by the sound of it. But she says hi to everyone. Hiya, Carla. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I've just got the stomach cramps at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but that I can deal with. And did they put a pot on it then, Emily? And did you just have a plain one, or did you have a nice coloured one?
Oh, they got well, she's got like an elastic type thing.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
The
Like a elastic strapping type of thing.
But it's one big long one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically to keep it rigid so it doesn't make it any worse.
Yeah.
I know what it is. It's like a strapping. Hiya, Ruby. I'm feeling a bit better today, Ruby. Yeah. Same as Vicky says, I think it must have been a full moon Monday night. Because it were one of them days, seems like right across the board.
Yeah, it was a bad day yesterday.
Yeah. Emily's found out she's actually fractured her wrist. Mr. Bossman isn't very well. I wasn't very well. So it sounds like it will want just one of them. Yeah, it's a support bandage, Dennis says.
Yeah.
But it's sort of meant so it supports it so it don't sort of displace, as they call it.
Yeah. Yeah, she can take it on and off, right? But yeah,
Well, that's it.
Yeah. But yeah, yesterday was a really weird day actually. I mean, I was having an okay day until then, until last night. So, and it's like, I'm not naming any names, but it just seems as sometimes people get upset when one person's getting more attention than the other. You know what I mean?
Well,
and I hope that. Oh, that's not good.
oh dear. Same as I say, it must be something in the air because now Ruby hasn't been very well either.
Yeah, and Ian was sick for a while. Yeah, thank God he's feeling better. But yeah, wow. Just been too much, I tell you.
As I say, it seems I mean, and Dennis says that Emma's not feeling well. So, the same as I said I said to Chris yesterday, I says I couldn't have sat there for like 2 hours doing the live stream, feeling sick, feeling dizzy. You know what I mean? I just couldn't have done it. I just lay on the sofa, cover myself over with my dressing gown, and sort of slept, like bits and bobs. I'd sleep for about 10, 15 minutes, wake up, and then I'd sort of be checking my phone and whatever have you. But it were like that all day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm surprised I slept last night, but same as I say, we're in bed at 9:45.
Yeah, see, I went to bed early last night. I was just like, okay, I'm done with this day. And normally me, I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning. Just nope. I was in bed before midnight last night. I was done. So that's why I'm up so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning.
But I mean, it were like Chris. Even though I mean, it's not usual that we're in bed at 10 o'clock, before 10 o'clock. I mean, it's more like 11.
Yeah.
I mean, and even though we went to bed, well, before 10 o'clock, and he more or less fell to sleep straight away. And then he got up this morning when the alarm went off, and he says, do you know, he says, I still feel cream crackered.
Yep. Time to, I don't know. We all need like an energy drink or something.
Well, you see, this is it. And it's just a case of catching up what's not been done for the last 2 weeks. You know, they'll be all right once to catch up. But I think he sort of threw himself that much into catching up. You know, I think he's trying to do too much too soon, if you know what I mean, if you understand what.
Yeah, it's hard when, like, when you're used to things being a certain way, and then you come back and everything's basically torn apart, like a tornado hit it, right?
Well, this is it, and this is it. It's like everywhere he goes, because I mean, it wouldn't have been so bad hadn't his colleague been off as well. But normally in that sort of situation, I mean, they gave him compassionate leave because his mother-in-law died.
Yeah.
And in them certain situations, they get like agency people in to do it.
Yeah.
You know, because there wasn't anybody at all there last week. Hi, Marie. But yeah, and normally under them situations, they'll get the agency in to do it. So whether or not, I mean, obviously they couldn't have done, because Chris said it were same as you said, like a tornado would hit it when he went on Monday.
Yeah. Well, see, it would have driven me nuts. It would have driven me nuts to the point, like, it sounds weird, but when I'm out or whatever, I'm always picking things apart, cleaning things, wiping things down and stuff like that. So if he's anything like I am, it's seeing the place in a state like that and knowing that you're used to having it a certain way all the time.
But I mean, it's same as I said to him. It was same as I said to him yesterday. It's not like you can wave a magic wand. Yeah. You know, I says, it's not your fault. I says,
no,
it's got in that mess. I says, it all boils down to the company.
Yeah.
You know, and if they haven't had agency people in to do it, and they've let it get like that, then they can't, you know, the comeback can't be on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruby says, did you have no, I'm talking about Chris's job. Is what they call an internal operative, basically, in a nutshell, is a cleaner. But the company he works for owns 60 properties, and there's some high-rise buildings, you know, day centres, etc. Well, while we was on the Isle of Wight, his colleague that he works with, his mother-in-law died. So obviously they've granted him compassionate leave.
Right.
But you see, what makes me so angry is when my mum died, Chris had to use his holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To have time off to be with
family member.
Hi, Obama. But they because his colleague hasn't got any holidays left, they've granted him compassionate leave. But Chris was told that the only time you can get compassionate leave if it's a direct relative. And because my mum wasn't a direct relative of Chris,
he
had to use his holidays. Now, because his colleague hasn't got any holidays left, they've granted him compassionate leave, and it's like one rule for one and one rule for another, if you understand what I'm saying.
It's because they need Chris more than the other guy. No, apparently, you know what? Bob McGrish just said, does anybody see that semi truck that ran her over? Because she feels like crap too. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
But
I think we're all been in the wars. No, not at all. You see, when my mum died, because Chris had got holidays left, they told him Marie's been poorly as well. So I think we've all been run over by a semi.
yeah, oh boy.
But yeah, the fact of the matter is, because Chris had got holidays left, and they told him because it wasn't a direct relative of his, let's say his mum or his dad or his sister,
yeah,
they couldn't get compassionate leave. Yeah. So we had to use his holidays.
See, the way things work out here for that, like if it's a direct family member, like aunt, uncle, mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever, you get automatically 3 days. But that's it. Now, if it's a death of a friend, like very, like whatever, you usually get 1 day. And that's it. Because the day to go to the funeral and everything else, and that's it. That's all you get is 1 day. Yeah. So, and, you know, but at least it's 1 day, right? But if it's a relative or whatever, it's 3 days.
But you see, same as I said, the fact of the matter is, because Chris had got some holidays.
Yeah, that's still not right.
He had to use his holidays to be with me because I'd lost my mum. Yeah, and exactly. The fact of the matter is as well, because his colleague didn't have any, he's used all his holidays up, he got compassionate leave. And it's like, you know, well, Chris didn't get that same treatment when my mum died.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not right. See, because still technically she's a family member.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. But their sort of ruling is, unless it's a direct family member,
yeah,
you know,
double standard.
Yeah, the rules don't apply. Well, John's you know, his mother-in-law died, and you know that they gave him a week compassionate leave. Okay. You know, well, it don't sort of, you know,
it doesn't make sense. No. So,
but and then he's having Monday off because it's the funeral Monday, so he's off Monday as well. But I mean, that you can understand.
Yes, yeah. Like I say, like I agree with the way they do it here. 3 days off, you know, because it's a direct family member, but then also the day of the funeral or whatever, like you got to plan it right. But yeah, it's. Yeah. But on a lighter note, the boys had a great first day of school yesterday.
Yeah. That's the thing as well.
Yeah. Carter, he likes his teacher. He's better than last year's. Mr. Jacani is the teacher's name. But he says Mr. Swinarchin was the teacher he had last year. The two of them run the grade 4s and 5s because Carter's in grade 5 now. And but he says that Mr. Jacani is really funny, and he likes him. So I think this year is going to be okay. But yeah, he said he had a good day and everything else. He was tired when he got home, but he was happy to see me. But he's not liking bedtime because it's 8 o'clock at night.
Well, it's like Callum. I mean, he brings his phone down and everything at 8 o'clock. Let him have an hour. You know, he goes to bed at 9 o'clock. But he's shown me his timetable, and like last year, he did like written work and everything for his food prep on Tuesday, and then he actually made something on Wednesday. And I says, "So what you making then?" So he says, "I'm not actually doing any cooking this year. It's basically all paperwork."
Oh, wow.
Tuesday and Wednesday. So, and he says to me, he says, you know how, he says, you know how I'm supposed to have a TA in certain lessons? I says, yeah. He says, well, last year he had a TA in history, I think it was. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he says, well, I did history yesterday and I ain't got a TA. So I says, well, it looks like me making a phone call to school and say, well, you know as well as I do that he still needs a TA.
Yeah.
But you're going to laugh because Chris has found a easier route for him to get to his bus stop, right?
Oh, good.
So anyway, it says to me yesterday, I'll go out the back door and I'll come in the same way because it's like, anyway. So goes out this morning saying, have you got your wallet? Have you got everything? Yeah. I have been Midnight Raven.
Hi,
oh, Midnight Raven says her son's loving college. He gets a TA at college. We see Callum's supposed to have them.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether it would cost it with the first day back, etc. I don't know. Anyway, so it goes out through the front door, back door this morning. Comes back. He says, "You never guess what?" He says, "I forgot my bag." Right.
Oh my God.
So I says, "What did you get up the steps and down the jitty?" I says, and then found, oh, the summit feels a bit light. Anyway, so he came back. He got his bag. Now, make sure you've got your wallet and everything. Yeah, I've got that in my pocket. Goes again. So 2 minutes later,
he turns up again.
It comes back. I says, well, you've got your bag, you've got your wallet. What you forgot this time? He says, well, when I shown you my timetable, he says, I left it.
Oh no.
So he'd forgot his timetable.
Holy cow.
So he came back twice this morning. I says, well, you'll get there sooner or later, Callum.
Yep, you'll get there today eventually. That's awesome. Well,
but yeah,
Austin yesterday, Sean took him in the morning, right? And he thought that Sean was picking him up in the afternoon. I said, no, he's just going to meet you up at Mohawk because he'd phoned me from the school. And I'm like, he goes, okay. So I guess he had missed the first bus. And you got to figure there's how many students, like 500 students coming out of that school, and half of them take the bus home. So he's got to wait for the transit bus to take it from there to here. And he missed the first one. And then the next one was packed full. So he had to wait for he says it just took too long. So he walked.
Oh dear.
All the way home. I'm like, oh my gosh. He was knackered by the time he got home. He was just like, I'm so done. But I was like, okay. But at least, like I said yesterday, I said, you could take your bike if you'd rather do that. Save yourself bus tickets for the winter. And everything. But the good thing is they've offered him a free bus pass because we're financially, strapped. So, so yeah, hopefully that'll work out.
Hi, Eagle Eye Paranormal. It's 10:34 here in the UK.
Yeah, I gotta wait in 20 minutes.
So basically, so he enjoyed his first day back, but it were a bit disappointed that he's not going to be doing like the practical side of the cookery this term, well, this year. The same as I says, at the end of the day, when you think about it, it's his last year. So basically, it's study.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And did Midnight Raven know that it's your vintage car rally that was pinned on the Facebook group?
Yeah. Which was the
the pinned ones are going up again.
Yeah.
I don't make the decision. Pixie makes the decision because I says to him, if it were me, I'd pick them all. Yeah. So exactly. I said, well, it's easier that he does the choosing.
Yeah.
Because same as I say, I mean, I watch them all. They're all good. In my eyes, everyone's good. you know, and I'd just be, it'd take me a month of Sundays to choose one. So I said, well, look, I'm leaving that decision to you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry if I keep looking down there. Is this because the plug in the wall is the only one that would work to charge my phone? For some reason, this side of the extension cord isn't working. So
Oh dear.
looking down here to see the chat.
You've had to plug it in directly, have you?
Yeah, poor me. No. Yeah. But Austin says he likes one of his teachers. He says he's okay with one of his teachers, but the rest of them are all mean. And the funny thing is, the school has 3 floors. So he's got one class on the main floor. And the rest of them are all on the third, or no, one is on. Okay, let's try this again. One is on the main floor, one is on the second floor, and the other 2 are on the third floor. But the good thing about the third floor is they're just down the hall from each other. The bad thing is his third class starts, and then he has lunch and has to come back for the last one. They may be in the third floor of the hallway, but he's going to get his exercise this year. I'll tell him.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's like Callum when he leaves here, he has to go for the bus. Now, you know, it can only catch one certain bus that actually goes that way towards his school.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they were on about this this teacher that had left to have a baby.
Yeah.
And he says something about Miss so and so starting back this year, but this term, but she's only doing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He says, but she used to work up. And I says, look, Callum, I says things change. I says when you have a baby.
Yeah.
I says she's got to consider like childcare and everything if she were to go back full time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when ladies have babies, you know, it suits them to go back part time. So apparently she catches the same bus as him as well.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Paul Margaret says, Maria, if I go make us some coffee, will you save my seat this time?
Yeah. I know. I was thinking about it yesterday. I said, you know, I think I'm going to start having to drink tea in the morning. But yesterday, surprisingly enough, I got off the phone call with Emily, and I'm like sitting there going, okay, what do I do now? I thought I was going to go back to sleep, everything else. I never did. So, I mean, I think I'm going to get on the same schedule as these guys. I might not be staying up too late a lot, except for the weekends.
Well, that's it. The same as I say. I think it did me a world of good as well, having an early night.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of got up this morning, sort of feeling refreshed.
Yep. Hopefully,
you know, I mean, I am feeling a lot better. Apart from it's just stomach cramps at the moment, but that I can deal with.
Yeah. Hey, Eagle Eye, how are you, hon?
But yeah, same as I say, and I mean, I said to Chris last night, I think you're doing too much too soon.
Yeah.
Hi, up to no good. How are you? But yeah, and I says if it gets done, it gets done. If it don't, it don't. You know, you've sort of got to take that attitude. You know, it's you know, if it gets done, it gets done. If it don't, it don't. It's not your problem. You know what I mean? Yes. You're doing, you know, instead of sort of working flat out for the 8 hours, you know, it's getting too much.
It is, because you know what? For him to come back to that, that's acceptable, number one. Number two, for him, like, and I know I haven't known you guys that long, but just knowing what I know of Pixie is that's not good enough for him. He wants it cleaned right away, so then the rest of the week is going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I mean, take this for instance. Even when we go to the doctors, because our doctors is like on 3 floors, you know, and I obviously get the lift. And he gets in the lift and he's looking round like this. He's saying,
yeah.
Oh, these won't be like this if I were cleaning them. You know, it's sort of, and that's when he's not at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So it's just been, yeah, there's got to be something in the air or something like that. And, you know, I've been actually.
Up to no good. He's got, it says, got proper man flu off sick. I think it's doing the rounds because I didn't do. Emma. I hope you're feeling better soon. I think everyone here in the chat has got the same books. I went very well yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, it must be even though we're in different countries. I think it's the same. I mean, I went very well yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, even when he's not at work, he's like sort of picking fault with, you know, the lift. Oh, going back to Midnight Raven's son that's doing the sports degree, Chris's nephew, he was studying sport and everything, but he went to a college in Lincolnshire, I think it was. And for the past 8 weeks, he's been in Maryland in America.
Wow.
So I don't know whether he's back yet or whether he'll be back soon, but he's doing that college degree in sport, and because what it is, before he left for college, he was a lifeguard.
Oh, okay.
You know, and that's sort of it. He used to swim a lot as well, like compete. You know,
right.
So when he wanted sort of to follow that sort of path, but he went to a college in Lincolnshire. I don't know exactly where in Lincolnshire. And same as I say, he's been in Maryland.
Wow. That's
so
cool.
I mean that's sort of I don't know whether it's part of the college thing that he's doing or what. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I don't know too many details about it, but I do know it's took him to Maryland in America.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool though. Like,
Marie says he's close to me. You see, I don't know whether he might be back now, but I know he was only like going for 2 months.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. You know, to get.
Yeah.
That. Wow. Well, I want to hear all about it.
Well, you see, we never get told anything.
Yeah, you have to.
You see, they had like a barbecue for him, like leaving when he went, but we never got invited until after the occasion.
Brother. Oh, I thought you knew. Yeah, okay, we're psychic now, right?
Yeah. Well, the excuse was, it was a last minute thing organised by his dad.
Yeah.
And they didn't get the invite until the day it was happening, so that was the excuse.
Yeah, that's not right.
It was in America. It's Pixie's nephew. It was doing like what Raven's son's doing, like this sports college and whatever. But initially, before he went to college, he were a lifeguard.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still sort of does that as a part-time job, you know, to pay for his college things and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then, same as I say, it wasn't till we sort of seen the pictures on Facebook that we knew about it.
Brother. Yeah, see, that's like my mom's. My mom has 3 siblings. She's got her older two older sisters, and then her her older brother, and her sister Anne, because my grandmother had a divorce from her husband, and she remarried. They were really upset with her and everything else. So for years they hadn't spoken. Well, my Aunt Anne just lives about 20 minutes from me. I've never met her. And her husband passed away, and my dad had to find out about the funeral and everything in the obituaries.
Some as I say, and I have karate. I have sent you a link, boss man. You know, it's. I mean, I could say a lot of things, but
yeah,
they don't want Mansfield. We see, this is what I always say. I mean, no disrespect to his family, but I always say, one, I'm older than him. One, I came with, baggage.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, that's just...
And it's like,
hello.
We don't get invited to many things.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
But, I mean, my philosophy is you take me as you find me, or you don't take me at all.
Yep, exactly. Hello, Adam. How are you feeling today?
Oh, rough. I slept well, but last night before I went to bed, I checked my sugar levels, and they were 16.7. They're supposed to be at 5. And this morning when I woke up, they were at 12. Then when we got back from the dog walk, because walking helps, it went down to 8. So I've had a little bit of a chill out and a rest since then. And I don't know, I haven't checked it again, but I bet hopefully it's back down to what it should be.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it. You've been drinking a lot of cider lately for your videos too, so be careful, hon.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I just want to. I want to be around company, but I don't. If you know what I mean.
Well, it's been the what's it this morning. Everybody that comes in sick.
Yeah.
I mean, Emma's sort of come in and said hello. Dennis came in and said she weren't feeling well, up to no good, got the man flu. Marie and Barmagrits says that
they've been hit by
been run over by a bus.
Yeah.
So I think it's the trend today. I mean, it must be one of them weeks.
It was because yesterday wasn't too good, was it?
No, I kind of briefly said a few things. Like I said that you weren't feeling well because of everything. And I said that Emily was in pain and having trouble with her mom. And I was fighting with my kid. Will was fighting with his sister. And it's just, it all kind of went off yesterday.
It must be something in the water.
And also regarding Will, he must have come to his senses because he unblocked me last night, and I have sent him a message. I'll just wait to see what he says.
Oh, so he went as far as blocking you then as well?
On Facebook Messenger, yeah.
Oh.
It just got very childish and pettish yesterday.
Yeah, but I think what it is as well as I do, if you're not feeling great, you feel down, blah, 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 and sometimes you say things that you regret.
Yeah, I do. That's why I apologised in the message I sent this morning, saying that I'm sorry for what happened yesterday. I wasn't feeling very well, and explained the whole situation about my diabetes. And it can affect you like that. It can it can make you aggressive and make you and all that stuff.
Barm was on about when I said I came with baggage. Yeah, same as I've said. I mean, I think it was just the scenario, Barmagrits, because the fact that I'm 9 years older than Chris, I'd already been married, and I think that they wanted perfection, if you know what I mean. They didn't get it.
I have been watching for about half. It's not the whole time since you first started. About 20 minutes before I joined, I have been watching, so I've sort of heard what's been going on.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, some of say I felt really pants yesterday, sick, dizziness, and everything. But I've just got the stomach cramps at the moment because I do suffer from IBS, and I don't know whether that was the reason why I felt sick and everything yesterday, but it just
yeah,
the stomach cramps I can put up with.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, it's all right.
But yeah, it's it was one of those days. But I'm just glad today's a better day, and I got to wake Austin up in about 10 minutes.
Paul says, but to have perfection isn't possible. I know that, and you know that. But I mean, try telling it that I think basically the initial, oh, thank you, Barmer. But I mean, from their perspective, I think they looked at me as a bit rough around the edges, let's say. You know what I mean?
Have things cooled down this morning, Emily?
My mother apologised.
Really? Is she going to buy her new tickets?
I doubt it.
What did she say? I'm sorry, but you have to understand, Emily. Yeah, basically.
I'm missing something here. Did her mother rip some tickets up?
Her coach tickets that were supposed to issue for her to come down to Kent in October.
Oh.
And her mother didn't pay for the tickets. Her mother must have gone into her room and actually
found. Which is an invasion of privacy, mind you.
Mm.
No. That's what we said yesterday too. Because she told her.
So the right thing to do is actually reimburse and get them pay for them tickets that she's ripped up.
Yeah, that'll never happen. That's what Emily's thinking, anyways. But see, the thing was, we all were telling Emily, you need to tell your mom about your wrist, that it was fractured. You don't have to tell her why it was fractured, but just tell her the truth. So Emily did. Said, I fractured my wrist, I fell, whatever. And then the minute she told her, her mom went and ripped up the tickets to Kent. Like, how is that a problem?
And then her dad, also, which didn't help the agreement with her mother.
Yeah.
So your dad sided with your mum as well,
even though he wasn't there at the time.
Yeah.
Ruby says, well, it has only been 15 years. They probably didn't think it was that. They were my sentiments exactly, Ruby.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought it'd last, but it has.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know what? Family.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I look at it this way: they don't have to live with me. Chris does.
That's right.
Poor Chris. No, sorry, did I say that?
No,
so I think that should be the other way around. I've put up with him for 15.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Adam, it's Jeanette's stream. You're supposed to say, poor Jeanette.
Yeah.
No, usually I do stand up for Jeanette, but for a change, I thought I just had but no, I always have a little go at Pixie, a little dig at him. So, it's not new.
Yes, the vice versa. He has a go at you as well.
He does. It's only fair. It's only love and hate.
Yeah.
No, Emily, I haven't watched. I didn't read because I had my phone I wasn't paying attention to it, so I haven't watched that thing yet. So.
When's Chris out on parole? No, he don't get parole. He don't get that look for
Never.
For life.
But it's like the relationship we've got is when anything's wrong with me. I mean, like yesterday, he came home for his lunch. And first thing he said when he came through the door, "How are you feeling?" Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the sort of relation. And like it was absolutely, I was just saying, it came over here and lay on the sofa, on this other sofa, trying to watch the television at 9 o'clock, and that never happens.
Yeah.
Hiya, Jason.
Hey,
and next minute, I know, at about 9:10, next thing I heard went, it nodded off. It was that pooped from work. I've already said so anyway, at about 9:45, I was absolutely cream crackered myself. So I turned the television off, and it must have, not been in a deep sleep. So it says, "What time is it?" And I went, "It's 9:45." is Callum in bed? I went, yeah, he come and said good night and gave you a kiss and everything. So he must have been sort of on his way when Callum, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He's just so tired that he never even thought, right? Holy cow.
And he says to me, he says, well, because I've nodded off, I'll probably not get to sleep when I go to bed. So he goes to bed, turns the light off. This were about 10:05. Next minute,
yeah.
and that room that said he didn't think he'd nod off.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm the same way. I don't think I'll sleep, but we'll try it. Yeah. But anyways, I hate to say this, but I'm going to pop off for a bit because I have to go wake up Austin because he's got to be up an hour. So he actually so we shall see. But hopefully I can get back on before you end.
Okay, then. I'll see you later. Give them up for me.
I will. Bye.
But yeah, you know, it's sort of the relationship that we've got is if he's poorly, you know, I look out for him, and if I'm poorly, he looks out for me. And on a brighter note, I decided to do the carrot cake last night. So funny thing is, there were that much ingredients in it. I've made 2. Because they were like a pound and so much carrots and like nearly a pound of flour, plain flour, and just over a pound of sugar. So it made a big bowl full. I'm not kidding you. And I sort of used like a deepish, like loose bottom tin, and there were enough for 2. So I made 2. But I hadn't done the icing on because I sort of tried. I did it last minute, and they both got to be in the oven for about an hour. So it were getting on. So I'm going to do the last bit of it today. Hi, flying monkey. Nerd of the North raid. Yes, I did film it. Well, sort of. Thank you for the raid, guys. Just don't forget to leave a thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever. So this nerd loves you. Thank you. Hi, Vicky Carroll. Thank you for the raid. Panther Zone. Lee loves Lily. So I do appreciate the raid, by the way, guys. I mean, some people don't. Oh, you had a laugh the other day. Have you mailed my carrot cake yet? No, I haven't completed it yet, Ruby. I've got to do the cream cheese icing at the moment.
I slowly but surely I'm getting better, Jason.
I do appreciate it, Nerd of the North. It says show some love to Jeanette Prickering and her crew. So I do appreciate it. So yeah, so it's basically it'll be complete tonight. Some as I say, I did feel a little bit better a bit later on, and thank you, Vicky. I'll return the favour once the live stream's over. Coffee crew in at Hazel. But yes, word to your mother. That's the thing. Panther Zone says I love Jeanette Pickering already. Oh, thank you.
I was bored.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
There's one stipulation when you come to this live stream: you have to bring your coffee with you.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, coffee in hand.
Yeah, I think I've let mine go cold.
Because if I
Oh,
don't, tonight it's going to get cold. I feel it. Nice and warm.
That's not coffee, Emily.
I'm going to say that don't count, Emily, because it's milkshake. Cold. Flying Monkey's seriously considering quitting YouTube.
It is inside. Just to watch it is outside. It's 21.9 in there, nearly 22. It's only 18.9 outside.
Remember.
Yeah, Flying Monkey says, unsubscribe to my channel. I've lost a lot today, getting very peed off with it now. You just have to
grin and bear it. Grin and bear it and get on with it.
Yeah, bear with it.
Pull your pants back up and get on with it.
Well, it's not a case of that. It's, you know, if you let them win, then you're showing them that you're going to back down. Oh, yeah. Flying Monkey says, Jeanette Pickering is my internet wife.
I prefer the comment above that. Coffee is my drug of choice, exactly.
Yeah. But you see, the thing is, if you let them win, I mean, you know, between me and Pixie, I mean, we've had problems as regards trolls, etc. But if you sort of give in to them, then you're showing them that, you know, exactly, Emily. You don't have to let it stop you. You know what I mean? It's a case of, yeah, you know, you've got these people out there that are small-minded, that are being childish, you know, because at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's just someone sitting there being childish. I mean, I always say, you know, I don't care whether I get thumbs down or whether I get thumbs up, because either way, you know, it's a view. You know, it's, you know, if coming by to give you a thumbs down, it's just being childish, because they're giving you a review, they're giving you watch time. Oh, so I saw that, Emma. It says a new cover was taken down and actually uploaded it for some reason, and it said I had removed it, which you didn't. That is strange. Yeah, and this is what happened, you know, I mean, my opinion of, well, Pixie classes them as keyboard warriors, you know, they just sit there in their own sad little cocoon, you know, thinking it's funny to troll people, to give people thumbs down. To me, it's just sad. You know, you live your sad life. Don't mean to say that everybody else does.
It's pathetic.
Yeah, hi, Alex. How are you? Just somebody keeps making fake accounts, going around telling everybody to unsubscribe to my channel. But I mean, Vicky, if you know, I mean, Emma, she's got an amazing voice. She did a Jolene cover, and I thought it was awesome. Oh, Flying Monkey says he's back down to 827. So, but I mean, it's a case of, I mean, now, you know, with YouTube, it's okay then, Ian. I'll speak to you later. Yeah, I mean, Pixie always says that Emma is his favourite singer. She's got an awesome voice. So anybody that's not supported to Emma, I highly recommend it. She's got an awesome voice. You will, Emily. You will get to 1K. Well, mine's just shot up because I were only on 1,307 and I'm now on 1,311. So I've actually gained 4. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is that is the algorithm with YouTube. You know, you lose some, you gain some, you lose some, you gain some. And that happens to me on a weekly basis. So I'm just checking something that I haven't checked in a few days. I'm just curious to know. As my analytics, because I'm creeping ever closer to the so it'll be interesting to see basically what exactly so it says that average view duration is 10 minutes, so that's not too bad. Sorry about that. I was getting a little bit carried away there. 201,000 watch time minutes. I've only got 39,000 to go.
Yeah, only 39,000.
Yeah, only 39,000. But yeah, I mean, same as I was saying the other day. I mean, to say like February, March time, I'd only got 200. I mean, wow, you know, it just blows you away. Ruby says YouTube subs are like my weight scales, up and down, but it is. It's YouTube. Sorry about that. Alex Buttonet is now in an African tribe. Because I went, oh. Sorry about that.
I know, don't.
Oh, Jason's has gone up to 320.
No. Never.
But yeah, I mean, to have over 200,000 watch time minutes, I got a little bit excited. I'm from the UK, Vicky. So I'm in Yorkshire in the UK. So Bossman's in the UK and Emily's in the UK, and Night Owl that's just left is Canadian. So yes, getting quite excited about that.
I've just shown you some support, Vicky.
In fact, I can do it while I'm here, can't I? But you see, there were that many coming in that, you know, I mean, you can't possibly sort of support everybody that's coming in, but I will get to other, you know, others that have sort of gone back to the Nerd of the North's stream after the... So I've just supported Vicky as well. So I have supported Vicky. Obviously, the others haven't. Others haven't stopped around. But what I'll do is, once I've ended the live stream, I will get everybody that's. Midnight Raven has got 1,047 and 2,300 watch time. Well, 2,000 watch hours, or is that minutes? Oh.
I'll write in the comments. Sorry, Vicky.
What did I say? That is hi, JB. Thank you. Oh, Vicky's from Kentucky in the USA.
There we go. I've commented, Vicky. I'm Bossman PR.
Yeah, that is the gentleman on the panel. That is Bossman and the Flying Carrots. Just put hi, boss. But yeah, I mean, basically, the 4,000 hours, that equates to 240,000 watch time minutes. Oh, Emma supported you as well. Okay then, Marie. I shall see you later. And I do.
Bye, Marie.
Yeah, you're welcome, Vicky. I mean, same as we say, I do a coffee morning every single morning, Monday to Friday. Usually, I didn't do one yesterday because I was a bit unwell yesterday. Love to you as well, Marie. It's an awesome community here. We've got lots of friends. You know, we've got friends in Canada, in the USA, you know, basically from all over the UK as well. I mean, it is an awesome community, and we do support and stay supported. We watch, comment on everybody's videos. So
no, we don't. No, we don't.
I watched yours this morning. I'm right on the
Which
Ohio
one?
River across from Illinois.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Equinox is from sunny Bristol.
Sunny, is it? It's not sunny here this morning. It's drizzling and horrible.
It's sort of been a bit of a mixed bag here today, because 1 minute the sun's out, and then it goes in, and then it's been like that. I'm shog here. Oh, pardon me. That's that coffee. That's the only problem.
I heard that Dudley Destroyer has a boyfriend. I don't know where that information came from.
Yeah. Yeah. Not suitable for Mum, Emma. His name's Jason, by the way. I mean, I don't know whether he wants us to call him Jason, but we know him as Jason.
Or Papa Smurf, but he's
it's a good name because one of my sons' name's Jason.
That's my nickname for him, Papa Smurf. Right.
Well, you see, we had a bit of a heat wave, Vicky, but because we're going into September, and on the news it said it's been one of the hottest summers on record, apparently. Oh, yeah. Jason's put, and Jeanette, that's fine, my dear.
Yeah, but you don't have to use her real name. You have to use the official title. # we're not worthy, the official coffee crew queen of all of England.
It's simpler than saying not suitable for Mum. I mean, I get tongue-tied with all these different names, so, you know.
Just call him Not.
Nick says that's the polite version of what we call him. Well, it is. It is a family-friendly show, Nick. Vicky says some are saying mini ice age is coming. Oh God. Right. I'm going to say that's all we want. And I did say, I mean, when we had the heat wave, I says, "Is this the storm? Is this the calm before the storm?" Demon Drizzler. Yes, that's me. My mud wrestling name, Demon Drizzler.
And she is definitely a demon.
But Jason says he's building an art. And if you haven't checked my channel out, Vicky, I do baking vlogs as well. So at the weekend I did banana bread, and last night I actually did carrot cake, but they're not quite finished yet. Yeah, get seeds if you can. They will be like gold. Okay, then Flying Monkey says, talk to you soon, getting ready to go and see my dad, taking him out for a beer. But yeah, don't let it get to you, Flying Monkey. I mean, as we've found out, it'll die down soon. They'll get fed up and move on to the next person. But yeah, I mean, it's... I mean, they've been talk of Armageddon for years and years and years, but it's still not happened. So, but yeah, I do think there's something going off with the weather, etc. It has really been a funny one. I mean, we don't get the red hot weather like we have had this summer, you know. So yeah. You know, it's quite unusual for it to have a really, really hot summer. I mean, we have the occasional day here and day there, but according to the news this morning, it's been one of the hottest summers in the UK on record. But yeah, I mean, same as I say, it got to the point where here in the UK, all the grass were dying because it's been that hot. But yeah, but I think they're saying it's even hotter than 76. You know, it basically said that it was one of the hottest summers on record. Its records began in 1910 or something like that. But I mean, for here in the UK, it's unheard of, the temperatures that we've had over the summer. So, but Lucy Mud Wrestling, I hope not, lol. Well, you see, this is like the last Monday's topic of conversation. We sort of metaphorically talked about mud wrestling. So basically, names have stuck. I'm the Demon Drizzler. Obviously, Emily has changed the name to the Dudley Destroyer.
And I'm still the boss man. I can't be anything else.
I felt like the witch in the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, it has cooled down a bit, Emma. Flying Monkey says you could send me some of that carrot cake. I love carrot cake. But yeah, I mean, sort of Pixie's a bit on the fence about it because it's got carrots in it basically. But everybody, everybody seems to like, and for some unknown reason, I've got a bruise on the back of my hand and I don't know where I've done it. So it's just appeared out of nowhere. You're melting, are you? Some as I say, it's just right at the moment. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. I mean, I've still got the t-shirts on, but it's not completed yet. And I don't think Pixie's publishing the vlog until the weekend. Because, some as I say, I did the banana bread on Saturday and published it. No, I didn't. I did it Sunday. Sorry. I'm forgetting what day I'm in now. I published it on Sunday. And I was going to do the carrot cake Sunday, but then by the time we'd had Sunday lunch and I'd done the vlog for the banana bread, it was too late. So I says I'll do it. And anyway, I did it last night, and because I made 2 out of it, I still got to do the cream cheese bit on top. Okay, then when I've done the, I'll go and take a look. So as I say, I do baking vlogs. So I mean, if you see any recipe that you like, and I do try and do things that are easy enough for, you know, anybody to make. So, but the carrot cake won't be being published till the weekend, I don't think. It is sort of only part recorded. And funny thing is, boss man, he were recording it last night, and he thought he'd switched the camera off, but he hadn't. So they're having a laugh, and there was a bit of effing and jeffing in it, and he looked and he went, "Oh crap!" He says, "I had to take camera off."
Maybe let's make a blooper reel.
So yeah. He says, Jeanette, you could be really silly with it. Silly with what? Oh, you mean the bit where we thought the camera was off, and like how to make toast. Well, I'm assuming people know how to make toast.
Get Dixie to make a video on how to make toast.
But I was sort of contemplating on like broadening my horizons and doing like healthy alternatives, like, you know, stir fries and things like that.
Oh, that'd be good.
You know,
and things that aren't pudding, cakes.
Yeah, I mean, like just like broadening my horizons a little bit. And I've often been asked, you know, why don't you sort of do like healthy options as well? Oh, Vicky says she's fixing to learn how to make mozzarella cheese out of dry milk. That would be interesting. Nick says his missus would still burn it. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's yeah, Jason says, I have to say I've only ever boiled an egg once in my life. Did you boil it too long? But yeah, I mean, I did sort of contemplate sort of broadening my horizons and doing like more healthy things, like obviously stir fries and things like that, you know, things that are more healthy rather than sort of concentrating on the baking side of it. But it's I'd have to research it really. Equinox, how do you like your pizza? 2 options, burnt or cremated. Oh dear. But I mean, you've got people that can cook and people that can't cook. You know what I mean? I mean, in our house, I mean, my husband he's got a YouTube channel. His name's Pixie's channel. He does the sort of the meals side of it, and I do the baking. And my husband and his son is my official taste testers, even though I've had many people applying for the job. You know, I've only got the 2 official taste testers at the moment. But it's like me, Vicky. I love to bake. I love to cook. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's like boss man. He's on his own, so it's not a case of, you know, you have to cook, don't you? If you know what I mean, if you want to eat.
Well, not exactly, because I live next door to my parents, and we cook together. I cook sometimes, they cook sometimes, so we do share the sort of cooking between the 2 households.
Does anyone reckon I can make satay chicken with peanut butter?
Yes, you do. My brother makes the satay sauce with peanut butter. Because what you need is some coconut milk. You mix that in with the peanut butter, and you heat it up and stuff, and and sweet chili dipping sauce. I'm going to
say at our local Asda they do coconut milk in like little cartons. Because I forgot what it were I made, but it did call for coconut milk. So I know they sell it because I've bought it before.
Can I just quickly show you something? My dad just popped in with something because he was up the shops and I saw something out on the dog walk this morning in one of the charity shop windows. And Jason will like this. Got a bargain. I got the complete trilogy of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh.
In a nice presentation box with all the books. £4.50 going to charity.
Oh, it's amazing what bargains you can pick up at charity shops.
They're all in good condition. So, and it was originally the price for this set £34.95 originally. So got a bargain.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, it's amazing. Like some things you can pick up from the charity shop nowadays.
It is.
I found a good recipe. 2 ingredients: peanut butter and canned white cake icing. Peanut butter fudge. Wow. But you see, I mean, it's I like to do things that, you know, I mean, like the banana bread. I've had several people saying to me, like Ruby, that they've made it. You know what I mean? That it's quite easy to make. And I like doing things that I know that people can watch it and say, oh, well, I've made that. But I look at some of the other baking, like on YouTube, and they're getting like, I don't know, 150, 180,000 views. And I think, Gordon Bennett, what am I doing wrong?
Quite a lot of those, I don't think they can be getting really truly that many views. There must be something over there. You
know what I mean? It's like you know, like because I did the lemon meringue and things like that, it comes up on your recommended thing and you look and you say, what, 180,000 views, and I'm sort of like getting 80, 90. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, have you ever had Italian cream cake? It's a lot like carrot cake. So good. I'll have to have a look. But I mean, Nick wants to know if your brother uses the smooth or the crunchy version. I would imagine it's got to be the smooth one. Nick wants to know whether your brother uses the smooth or crunchy version. I would imagine it's smooth version.
No, I don't think he does. I think he uses the crunchy because of with the satay sauce. Usually, when you have it from like, it does have sort of little bits and stuff in.
Oh yes, Jason's put smooth.
His is smooth.
I'm going to say I would imagine it to be the smooth peanut.
I expect you can do whichever.
Yeah.
If you fancy lumpy bit or crunchy bits in your satay sauce, or you fancy smooth bits. I prefer when people type in capital letters. I can read it better and I can type better when it's in caps.
They use both kinds of peanut butter. But you see, the thing is, Nick, I mean, if somebody's visually impaired, they have to type in cap. Well, I mean, I don't mind that.
I don't get this thing when, you know, people say, you know, you type in capital, it means you're shouting at someone. That doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't compute with me. It's just typing in capital letters. It's not like I'm shouting at you.
It's all right. My Virgin Kitchen has got 718,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we'll all just go over there and pinch them. Come on, come to me, come to me, come to me. I'm going to have to start doing naked cooking vlogs. No joke.
Well, it don't just do cooking as well. It does kitchen gadgets and
all sorts.
Clear fruit spring rolls, Kentucky fried wherever it is. Pill rolling, what's that got to do with kitchens? Milk bottle pinata. Courgettes. Oh, vegan pulled pork.
Yes, but it depends if I'm cooking wieners or not.
Chocolate pasta. I mean, that's something that wouldn't. Chocolate and pasta in the same sentence don't concur with me, if you know what I mean. Vegan buffalo wings.
How can you have vegan buffalo? Buffalo wings are chicken. You can't have it any other way.
Made spring rolls, lemonade, macaroons.
Ugh, macaroons. Ugh.
DIY creme brulee. Well, that's one at recipes I downloaded as well. Creme brulee.
I love creme brulee, but I don't like macaroons.
Sandcastle cheesecake.
You don't want to put sand in a cheesecake. Sounds wrong. Look at Emily's face.
41,000 views is had on that. I'm going wrong somewhere. Crispy duck and plum sauce.
Oh, that's the bit. I love crispy duck and plum sauce.
Baked donuts. We see I did donuts, and I don't think I've got, 51k viewers. I mean, I didn't get nowhere near that.
Really?
Strawberry and lime sorbet. It says when they started, they hadn't even been in the kitchen before. Egg fried rice. Homemade tomato ketchup. Sesame prawn toast recipe.
Where is Virgin Kid? Where are they from?
I haven't got a clue. Where are they from?
If they're not from because they won't be from the UK. They'll have loads. They'll have loads of people in their country viewing them and stuff.
Jason might be able to tell you.
Yeah.
You see, one thing that downside of when I was doing the carrot cake yesterday, the carrots had got to be grated. Now I've just got your bog standard one way thing, and I said to Chris yesterday, it took me ages to grate these blooming carrots. Is from England.
Oh.
But and I said,
so he's mates with Ashens, and Ashens is quite a big YouTuber, so I expect it's because they're, I expect they have a following on Twitter and all that sort of thing, a big following.
It like goes in hand in hand. If you're mates with so and so and they doing well, then you know what I mean.
Yeah. And then you've also got, if you've got a big following on Instagram and Twitter, they might have started off on Twitter.
But yeah, I mean, when I did the carrot cake yesterday, I got the old grater, and I were having to grate the carrots. Now, I said to Chris last night, I says, what I wouldn't mind is one of these where you just pop it in and it grates it, electric one. They have a joint thing called bar. Oh. Have you ever tried junket? I've never even heard of junket. I don't even know what
keep telling Jason, because that's not right. What you've put there. We know what your fingers are like, Jason. They have a joint thing called Bartians.
Yeah.
Is that a business or is that a YouTube thing?
It's probably, it sounds like a business.
Yeah.
Vicky says, I love ham fried rice with ham, eggs, green onions and bean sprouts, soy sauce. Oh. I don't actually know what junket is. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never actually had it or,
Oh, junket, yes. Junket. I've had junket. It's junket is, what is it again? Yes.
It's their Dick in the Bat channel.
Oh, cheer up, Emily. Is your hand hurting?
Oh
No.
dear.
No. You're okay then.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's you cheese. It's curds. It's curds from cheese or something, isn't it? Something like that, isn't it? It's either the curds all the way. Can't remember which one.
Banana.
It says it's a cheese, but not. It says a cheese in a way, but not totally not.
Dad, shut up. Dad, shut up.
Apparently, junket is good for your guts.
Ah, yes, maybe rennet. That's it.
You see, you can make junket pudding. Oh yeah, I mean it's.
Why did I spell that? You stupid.
One away, one away, one away, one away.
What was that other cheese with a really weird name?
Roquefort. Ricotta. There's loads of cheeses with weird names.
We gathered that, Emily. Okay then, Vicky. It's
Bye,
Friday.
Vicky.
Have a great day. Thank you for coming over to us. And some as I say, I'm here Monday to Friday, normal time. So if you want to come again, what are you doing, Tucker?
That's the cat she's talking to. If you didn't know, Vicky.
It's all right. It's all right. It's going exploring over there. It's all right. I've got one of these tunnel things, you know, these long tunnels for the cats, and he's not been in it or near it for ages. And all of a sudden, he's decided to go exploring. Tucker, what are you doing? I can see you over there in the corner. Just seen this little head pop up as if to say, huh, you talking about?
Yep.
Probably hoping I couldn't see him, but I did.
Nah. No. God dang it.
You see, Chris says to me this morning he didn't know whether we were coming home today, and I hadn't had a message from him. So I don't know whether he's coming home today or not. I'm just gonna send him a message. So I do apologise.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We'll be all right. We'll okay. We'll be fine.
We nearly finished that, Emily.
All gone.
All gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's typing something, but it ain't come through yet. Oh, he says yes, he'll be home in about 5 minutes.
Oh dear! Quickly lock the doors.
Well, the door is locked. That's one thing I've got to get up and do. Plus, he didn't know whether or not he was coming home today for his lunch. So I didn't do him any sandwiches. So I might just have to pop off 2 minutes. One to unlock the door, and two to quickly make him some sandwiches. So we'll be back in a tick. You'll talk between yourselves.
Okay. So Oh, mascarpone. I love mascarpone. Oh, Nick, I like mascarpone.
So embarrassing.
Your dad, embarrassing. Yeah, I know. Well, that was quite funny though.
He's like, yeah. I was like, shh. Oh, look at this skin. It's not as bad now.
Now my phone's going.
Oh, great. Hello, Bossman PR. It's like, all by myself. Don't wanna be alone. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, ding, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, ding, walla, walla, bing, bang. It's like someone's
Oh no,
arms.
everyone! You're right. You're on YouTube at the moment. Everyone can hear you. We know this is a scam. You are not from Microsoft. Hey, he hung up. Yes, he hung up. See, I've got one of those Microsoft scammers on the phone, and he hung up. And I said, "Oh yeah, you're live on YouTube." Brilliant.
No.
Oh, that was hilarious. You won't get me, you horrible Microsoft fake people. Yeah, nice one. I know.
Gaff. Don't touch. No, Gaff.
Hi, morning, Ian. Jeanette will be back shortly. She's just sorting Chris out because he needs a lot of sorting. He's not even there yet.
Don't touch. Push.
He's always, well, that's his life, isn't it? He's always been a naughty boy, Nick. And he's not the Messiah either. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
There we go. Your fault.
Oh, ha ha, Pixie, you're so funny. Not. You just missed something. You just missed something. I had Microsoft Office on the phone. And I said, you're live on YouTube. You're a scammer. Bye. Oh, you still not heard back from them, Nick? That's not good. Oh, bloody hell, dog. Sorry, language. Oh yes, I need to. I've got 2 videos I need to edit today. I've got to decide which one I'm going to put out first. Which one today and which one tomorrow.
Ow.
I bet.
Yeah. Oh, you missed out on something funny while you were gone.
Oh.
I had a phone call, and it was one of those Microsoft scammers, and I actually brought it up to the cameras and actually went, "Hello, you are live on YouTube. You are a scammer. Goodbye." And he hung up.
It's all right. I'm just looking back.
When's the Queen film out? I think it's October.
Hi, Ian. Sorry I missed you. I was just putting Pixie a coffee in and doing him some sandwiches.
Coffee. That's a plan. Coffee.
Blow our ass up.
No, you're taking the mickey out of me, Jeanette.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Don't find that funny at all. But Pixie, I'm coming to get you, so be very, very afraid.
Okay then, Emma. See you. Sorry if I missed you.
Don't know when Mother will text.
Has anyone been getting the trailers for Karate Kid? I don't think I've seen any trailers. Well, he can't moan because I've even put him a coffee in. But donuts and coffee sounds really good now. Is it a new film or is it going to be a series? I can't even see. I haven't even seen it, let alone. So I don't know, Nick. Couldn't tell you on that one. Not bad to say we're only going to be 5 minutes, so I've rushed in there, unlocked the door, done him some sandwiches, even put him a coffee in, and he's still in here. Another one, Nick, because the Jackie Chan one was so good. We see, that's sort of not what I'm into, if you know. Oh, he's in Talk of the Devil and the Show to Appear. You know, I'm not into the Jackie Chan Karate Kid type of thing. Okay then, Barmer. And I'll see you soon. Your coffee's just pinged and your sandwich. Oh, he's just washing his hands. We had Nerd of the North raid this morning, and I've gained about 5 from it. 4, 5. Oh, it's the original cast, but 34 years later. Well, obviously, someone must be pensioners.
Which film's this that they're re-bringing out?
It says, has anyone seen the trailers for Karate Kid?
No. They brought out a sort of Netflix TV thing, which was sort of set further on.
That's all right, Palmer says bye, and she poofs just like a thief in the night. I don't know what he's been up to, but he's been over in that corner somewhere.
Mr. Miyagi won't be there because he's popped his cold.
I was going to say, but he died a long while ago.
Just looking at Bossman's hair, it looks a bit spiked up.
Stop making fun. It's not funny. Oh, that's.
I didn't actually get an actual electric shock from it. That's the whole thing. It was. I became one bright spark.
But that's the one.
Oh, the one on Netflix. Yeah.
Well, you see, some, as I say, I mean, I saw the very, 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 very first one.
Yeah, that's it. Cobra Kai is what it's called, the TV series.
But Weren't that the name of that karate place?
Yeah, because they're doing it as if it was further on in time, but it's.
Oh, I'm going to say it rung a bell, and weren't that the name of the karate place?
Everybody was kung fu fighting, but
It says it must be a series then.
It's not with Ralph, whatever his name, Macchiato or whatever his name is. Series, yeah.
It's about Johnny.
It's about Johnny, the partner, the one who fought the karate kid.
Oh, if you're wondering, that's salt bread we've got. We need some bread on your travels. Uh-huh. But
you got a quid left on your car, haven't you?
no.
Oh.
Not to worry. What were I going to say? Forgot now. No, I'm all right. I've still got them cramps that I had this morning.
Oh.
It's all right. He wanted to know if I want a couple of sandwiches. I says, no, I've still got them stomach cramps. That's the last thing you feel like doing. I mean, I made a coffee and I've let it go cold, even though there's less than half a cup.
oh, now my other wrist. Oh my god.
Hey, Lucy, you coming in?
I'm surprised I didn't put a cast on it, Emily.
It's only a little tiny hairline fracture. It's not. It's nothing. It's not even.
Well, my eldest lad. I mean, he fell out of a tree, and his were only an hairline fracture, but it were all the way across his wrist. Even though that, but he had to have a pot on for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But that weren't just like a little thing. It were like all across his wrist. But it were only an hairline fracture. So you've like chipped it then.
It depends where it is and how bad it is to if they.
Well, that's it. Oh. Oh, what you've probably done, Emily, is that bone there. You probably just chipped a bit out of it.
Whoosh.
You would chip off the old block, Emily. Same as you say, it all depends on the degree of the hairline fracture. I mean, it's probably just chipped it.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, my mum, when she were helping us many years ago, she were trying to be clever and take a wardrobe door up the stairs, and it sort of fell back down. And she put her hands out, and she fractured one of her fingers. But basically, all they did were put her like a thing on her hand, just to support.
Yeah, they can't do much for fingers.
That's it. You see, when Chris fractured his big toe, I mean, they didn't actually put a pot on or anything. They gave him one of them boots, basically, and they said if it had been any other toe other than his big toe, they wouldn't have done anything about it. But because apparently your big toe's central to your balance or whatever, that's why they gave him one of them boots. But you know, they didn't wear that long either because it made him about 6 foot tall.
On the left side.
And it was sort of lopsided because it made him taller on one leg. Jason says, "What the heck was that noise? It sounded like an elephant on helium."
Is Emily bloody sending me photos? We're in a chat with Jeanette. It's rude to send me text messages while we're chatting here. Have some respect, Emily. Don't cry. But that is a funny picture that you just sent, though.
I mean, I'm a want to talk. I messaged Chris because I'd asked him this morning if he were coming home. He says he didn't know. And I thought, well, it's getting on a bit now. I better message him and see if he's coming home. I hadn't done no sandwiches or nothing. I hadn't opened the front door or nothing because I didn't.
And unfortunately, he has come home. Never mind, you know.
Yeah. But same as us, as at least if he comes home, at least I know he gets like an hour's break instead of busting a gut while he's at work.
That was the reason I have been in this morning and why I have been able to text you is because I've had a one-to-one with boss.
Oh, right.
One-to-one, annual one-to-one.
Yeah, you're in trouble, Chris. Yeah, we know.
Did they say anything?
Top marks as normal.
Well, you see, the thing is, you know, when they get where he works, they can be nominated for gold stars. Basically, the clients nominate them if they think they're doing a good job, blah, 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 etc. They nominate them. So a few weeks back, before he actually went on holiday, his colleague rung him up and he says, oh, manager wants to know if we're going to these awards. Now, they got invited before, the same as Chris says, I can't see that. Yeah, they put them up in a hotel, they get like a meal and whatever. But it all depends because they never hold it locally. It's always like, where were it last time?
Manchester.
Yeah, it were like Manchester way. So it means you've got to make your way to Manchester.
Yeah, this time it's at Wembley.
Yeah, this time it's at Wembley, supposedly. Well, anyway, same as Chris says, unless we're guaranteed we're going to win, I can't see it point myself. But yeah, each time they nominated for a gold star, they get £25 in these Love Shop vouchers, or they can get half a day off in lieu. Well, Chris always prefers to have the £25 in vouchers. But because you're nominated, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. The same as he says, he can't see the point in going all that way.
And besides that, it's usually them that's upper management that win anyway. So
yeah. IPD Tech. So yeah, I mean, from, you know, his colleague rung him and said, are you going to this thing? Because boss wants to know. And he says, well, to be quite honest with you, I'm not all that fussed. So basically, I don't think either of them are going, you know, unless they can guarantee that they're going to win, which
yeah,
start it. I mean, even though they put them up in a hotel and it's like a whatever course meal, that don't take into account that you've got to go all the way to Wembley in first place.
He's on the road to Wembley.
Come on, road again.
I've been to Wembley. I've been to the old Wembley, not the new one. I actually performed at Wembley.
Oh.
I've been to the
part of a promotional thing for the Women's Rugby World Cup thing. We were part of the entertainment.
Yeah, only time I've been to Wembley, and that was the old Wembley, is when I were at school. I mean, this is going back some years, and we went for the women's hockey jobbo. And that's the only time I've been to the old Wembley. Callum keeps wanting to go to the new Wembley, but it's that far away.
Yeah.
Bloody expensive.
And expensive.
Yeah. Like all these things.
So yeah, I mean, same as we've said, you know, it's too, you know, too much to do about nothing, if you know what I mean, because they're not guaranteed that they're going to win it. Jason says, sings Chaz and Dave. Pixie's on his way to Wembley. Pixie's going to do it again. No, because he ain't going. No, he's
Would do a Sheffield United got there.
Oh yeah, that's about the only time he'd go to Wembley if Sheffield United got there. I don't know whether it's me or whether it's because I'm not 100%, but I keep having like hot sweats.
Who's you seen me?
Yeah, right. Probably why I'm having one in first place. But yeah. And like yesterday, I were really, really cold, so I don't know whether it's some sort of a virus or a bug or whatever that I've got or had or whatever, I don't know. But now I've been all right all morning, and then all of a sudden I've gone all So but we've still got the 10 in, but obviously not everyone's saying anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going fairly soon.
Yeah, I'm not be on too much longer because I've been going like over 2 hours. I did start a little bit early at 5 to 10, but
I've decided, if you've seen update videos, that I'm not going to do any live streaming until either Friday or later because I'm still not completely right. And it hurts even just to joining you on this live stream. It's sort of I just a mixture of sort of headachy and sort of a bit sort of spaced out and not really with it.
Jason says can't shut me up.
Rabbit.
So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to shut it down. I know it's dropped down to 9 now, but I will see everybody in the morning. I don't think anybody feels 100% today, so I am going to shut it down, and I'll see you all in the morning, and I hope everyone feels better by tomorrow. So I'll see everyone later. Bye.
That's all we.
Yeah, bye.